Well, those commercials you just saw, those were 30 seconds apiece, and that's all the time it takes for a small fire to become a major fire.
In Bellevue, firefighters have organized a day for kids and adults with developmental disabilities. It's about understanding exactly what to do in case of a fire or any emergency.
Right. Brian Kuntz is with the Bellevue Fire and Rescue Department. Jen Miller is a mom that is attended the event. Good to see you guys.
Jen.
Yeah.
Brian, it's good to see you.
Brian, talk about this event. What's the concept here?
Well, about 8-9 years ago, we were all brainstorming at the fire station, trying to come up with ideas. You know, for kids, we can go to the schools. We have other facilities where we can get the word out to kids. But we didn't really have that avenue for kids with special needs, disabilities, and their families. So one of the firefighters decided to come up with this idea, got with the Autism Society of Nebraska, and in 2008 was our first one. And it was real small. We did it at one of the fire stations. And over the years, it's grown immensely. This year, we're expecting over 300 people and their families. So we had to move it to our training site a few years ago, and Ollie Webb got involved in it. And now this Saturday at 11 o'clock till about 4, the kids and their family will come through. We'll run them through our smoke trailer. We'll have 911 there. We'll have some live fire demonstrations. LifeNet Omaha is going to be there for about an hour to show the helicopters. And then we end the whole day with a big water fight afterwards.
Let's go through some of these components here, and then we'll get to the fun.
Okay.
But what do the kids learn as you're going through these exercises, or they're in the trailer and they can feel the doors getting hot, or you have the smoke, because you can control all of that. What do they say where you know they're getting the message about how to respond?
Well, we get a lot of kids coming back year after year, or they go out and talk to mom and dad and say, Mom, you know, we need to go home and have a plan. We need to practice. We need to do this. Kids are our best resource to get information back to the folks. And by doing that, like you said, in the smoke trailer, they can feel a hot door. We can push some fake smoke in there, and we show them how to evacuate and have a location to meet up to, and they get to actually do it instead of just talking about it. Same with 911. We'll have 911. They get to actually dial 911 and talk to somebody on the other line. We'll have first aid there as well. We'll have the state police rollover demonstration so they can see what happens if you don't have your seatbelt on. We have dummies in the vehicle. So it's more interactive. They get to actually see it and do it versus just talking to it or giving them a piece of paper telling about it.
Yeah, and you were talking about these water activities. Are these water activities, is it just about fun, or is there learning involved there as well?
There's some learning. We do have a firehouse with some metal flames that we have small scale hoses that they can put fire out. It's fake, but it interacts. It turns out to where the water seems to go on them a little bit more than the fire, but it's a good time, and it's at the end. We're kind of decompressing and having a good time.
Well,
after that,
and they're making friends too, which is so
are.
important, Jen. And we've had the Autism Society of Nebraska on the show a number of times. Mike and I attend a few events each year with the organization, and the community aspect is so key. But for you as a mom, you've been at this event. What did you feel like you wanted to tell other parents? Yeah, this is worth your time.
Oh, it is. It's such a memorable event for my family. We have so much fun there. I contend that I have the most fun, since my family's not here to dispute that. I win. It's wonderful. My son with autism is nonverbal, and he can communicate through real-life pictures. When he sees pictures of this event, of our family taking part in all those activities that Brian just mentioned, he gets excited, he lights up, he knows it, he remembers it, and if he's really motivated, he'll go get his shoes and put a foot in the air, and that's him saying, I like this, I know this, I want to go back. Can we go now? Are they open?
Wow.
To have a moment of understanding with him like that, where I know why he's happy and what he wants to go do, and it's with these guys, is kind of magical.
Yeah, well, he loves it. It's fun for him.
Yes.
And other kids with developmental disabilities. So why are these events so important like this? Because they're learning at the same time.
Oh, they are. A lot of our loved ones with disabilities have social skill challenges, communication barriers, sensory issues, anxiety, and so it's so important to learn and focus on safety issues. And it is amazing to be able to go out and be with these great community professionals, kind of our community heroes, and learn from them, interact, to see them in action. It's very cool for the kids to see that. We get to know them and they get to know us, which I think is also important. So this event is needed and so appreciated.
We're focusing on kids, Brian. Can adults come to?
It's folks of all ages, kids of all ages, and their parents to come out. Absolutely. If it's a disability, by all means.
Do you have to live in Bellevue?
No, this
Yeah.
is open to anybody if they can see this and they know about it. We're the only department in the Omaha Metro, I believe the state of Nebraska, that does this.
That does it.
That does it for
So
special
important.
needs. And it's absolutely free.
Do families like Jen's have to register so you know how to kind of manage resources?
They do through the Ollie website, but then when they come out as well, we'll have sign in there.
But you're not registering because you're paying for anything.
No.
It's all free.
No.
Absolutely.
Is
Yeah.
it a thing where you can show up anytime within this 4-hour span, or do you want to be there from beginning to finish?
5 hours.
5 hours.
It's from 11 to 4. We'll be doing things all the time. We'll be rotating it through. But if they can only make it at 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
absolutely. We'll still be doing things. We'll be doing the live burns and all the classes during the whole time. The water fights will start around 3. But yeah, they can come and go as they please. But if they want to be there, we start at 11. We'll have some lunch there. We'll have some hot dogs and stuff for the kids and
Yeah.
the folks. And it's at our training site off of Cornhusker Road, 3100 Cornhusker.
All the
This
information's
Saturday.
there.
Easy. Yep.
Thank you for coming in, Brian.
Thanks for
it's
having
great
us.
to see you.
Brian.
And Jen,
Yeah, thanks.
all the best to you and your family.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, there's so much buzz surrounding Windows 10 out in 9 days.
In this week's Compute This, why users are encouraged to make reservations before the release.
You know I can't keep